So I'm sick and tired of us as a human race living in a collective hallucination. All right, we're living in a collective hallucination. We're not understanding of our surroundings on one thing in particular that happens 24/7 and no one ever thinks that it's happening. No one even thinks to think that it's happening or look for it, dude. And that is, and right now I'm thinking out loud. I'm prepping for the inevitable of my son asking me, Dad, where does puddle go? Dad, why does it rain? Those two questions I'm prepping right now. And first one, where does puddle go? As a society, we live in a collective hallucination that never think about evaporation. We've been told that puddle goes into the sky from the sun. The sun's 1,000 miles away, and the puddle just goes into the sky, huh? I've lived for 27 years, dude. I've never seen a raindrop go back into the sky. Not one time, dude. Never seen a puddle go back into the sky. I've seen puddles and then turned away and then looked back and puddle was gone. But you're telling me the sun soaks that up into the sky? That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't the water cycle in general doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, I'm thinking out loud. Okay? I'm going to have to explain this to my son because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. But we'll go through the water cycle and I'll explain to me. There's one cycle, one stage that makes sense. But first, evaporation, already beat that up, dude. Not sold. Not sold. The sun soaks up. We'll go by raindrop, dude. So I'm a raindrop. I'm on the ground, dude, in a puddle, and I just go up into the sky for the sun soaking me up. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold out. Does it regardless. So I'm up in the sky, and then my boys are pulling up on me, and we're gonna create a cloud. We're gonna condensate into a cloud, huh? Huh? And then this one, I get too many boys up there, dude, chilling fat, dude. So they're too big of a cloud, too much condensation, too many boys chilling, too many droplets up there chilling. And then we're falling to this ground. We're falling to the ground. That one makes sense, too. Too much cloud, gonna lead to dumpage. That makes sense. So precipitation, raindrops going back down, hits a windshield, off into the road, and then it just knows to accumulate. Back with its boys, back in water droplet form. They just know to accumulate. They know to go into a river. They know to make puddles. I mean, you never see just water droplets chilling by themselves. They're always puddled up, dude. They're always puddled up. So, and then they go back to the sky, and then it starts all over. That's what a cycle is, all right? But no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting because he's been hitting me. He's been hitting me with a lot of big ones. Right now, since it's summertime, it's been Dad, why's the sun up? And that one's because then I got to explain, the Earth's axis and the sun's rotation, the sun's position. And typically, I'm great at giving in-depth answers on simple questions. I really do. But why is the sun up is a tough one, man. It's a real tough one. And honestly, summertime for parents is very tough. For one, they're not in school, so I got to keep them occupied. And right now, I hate to admit it, they are botting out a lot, but I try to bottom out on some good things, dude. I do. And when I say bot out, I just, toss them in front of the tube, get them to watch TV. But I do try to get them on old UFC fights, but that doesn't they're not locking up a 2007 NFC Championship game, not locking in on that, dude. They're not locking in on 2000. Lawrence Tynes, people forget he missed the first kiss. Freudian slip. I don't want to kiss Lawrence Tynes. I give him a smooch, dude. Fuck it, dude. Hey, Giants fan, dude. Come on. He missed the first kick, and then he made the second one. People forget. You could have gone down. Anyways, I would have forgotten about that if I didn't, because obviously I turn it on and then I'm supposed to be going to do things while my kids are watching the 2007 NFC Championship game, but I end up watching the whole thing, and then I throws my day off. But what was I talking about? Lawrence Tynes. The kissing Lawrence Tynes just fucking wiped me clean. But no, summertime's been hard, dude. I gotta keep them occupied while also trying to be productive during my days, while also wanting to give my kids my full on attention, get them learned on some stuff other than prior football games. But yeah, dude, we're keeping up with potty training, working on phonics with my boy, dude. Yeah, we're hitting the la 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 because he's right now. Yeah, yo, dude. It's yeah, low, dude. Come on, come on. See, low green, dude. Come on. Um, but no, night times have been difficult, man. It's been really difficult. The sun goes down so late, dude, and they're just staying up, being rowdy, and it's been tough. And today, dude, we took them swimming, and I thought that would wipe them out, but no, dude, they chlorine ain't nothing to them, dude. But me and my son, we've been hitting a quick roto every time we hit. Like first, it's obviously Cannonball City, dude, when we get in there, so we're just ripping splashes. And then he's been hitting stand on my shoulders. That's been fun. And then do that for a little bit, and then we do different variations. So we go stand on my shoulders, holding my hands, where he's on my shoulders, and then he jumps off. And then we go stand on my shoulders the other way, and then he jumps off. And then we go stand on my shoulders, and then let's see if we can hold on to my hands. And then once we pass that, it's just flips, dude. I'm flipping them, tossing them in. And then water gun city comes out typically about halfway through, and then he's running around with the water gun, and then I'm just in there floating, dude. I'm down in the bottom. It's one thing every guy does. Timeless, timeless water activity. Just fresh out the nose. Another thing that's crazy. Breathe out of your nose underwater, you sink. That's bonkers. Somehow works. Lung capacity. Whatever, dude. And you just float there for 30 seconds and you're just like, I'm so chill right now. It's awesome. We're back up, dude. I see him with the water gun running around. I'm like, bro, come on, let's figure something out. And today I got my hands shuffling out. I was like, all right, what are we gonna do today? So my son's been big on tossing shit that sinks into the water. Fun time. Rocks, straight sinkage, that's fun. But he grabbed a golf ball today, toss it in. And then I just so happened to notice the graceful fall of the golf ball until it hit the bottom of the pool. I was like, you know what? I think I got something here. I gave it back to him. I said, hey, dude, toss it a little deeper into above my head, and then I'm going to go and try and snatch it, dude. So he threw it in. I swam under, tried to grab it before it hit the ground. Caught it, obviously. Went back and gave it to him. I was like, dude, let's keep doing it. And so dude, I was having him chuck it. Like, he was hucking it on the other side of the pool, and I was trying to swim up, diving out. And then I was having fun. It was a blast. I was like, dude, I'm hella coordinated. I'm grabbing this golf ball before it touches the bottom of this pool. And then my brother-in-law pulled up, and obviously one dude sees another dude having a sick pool game. They're gonna want in on the action. So he came in, I was explaining to him the sitch, dude. Hey, son's tossing the golf ball. We're just trying to catch it before it hits the bottom of the pool. That's it. And so he got along, and then collectively, obviously, we're synced up. Guys in the pool just sync up, dude. We sync up and we try to come up with things that are fun. Number one, dude, going into the pool is all about using your brain and being creative. That's what it's all about. Dude perspective. Girls do it too, I'm sure, but golf ball bottom of the pool, you guys would never figure it out. No offense, but that's guy talk, dude. That's guy talk. But we're making a game and it progressively, I'll just lead it progressively little by little. We made a point system out of it and it became a game, all right? So we would have to be on the same side of the pool. And I personally was doing this. I don't know if he was doing this because he might have been cheating. Fucker, dude. And I would be, dude, so water, face in water, ears above water. And then might someone go, ready, set, go. He'd throw the ball, and then I'd hear a little into the water. And then I'd go up, and then you got to see where the ball is, and then dive after it, grab it before it hits the bottom of the ground. And there's a little fighting, dude, a little fighting that, little hand grabbing. No, nobody. That's the hey, dude. I made the rules of the game about today, so we can get a little hand grabbing in there. And then before the bottom of the ball, and gentleman's game, right? Gentleman's game. If it hits the bottom of the pool, you got to come up and be like, dude, hit the bottom of the pool, right? Gentleman's game. I'm not going to say, obviously, dude. Obviously, we're going no gogs, dude. No goggles in this game. We're hard, dude. We're hard. We're getting chlorine in our fucking eyes, all right? Going after this golf ball. And no, it was crazy, dude. He's lengthy, bro. He's lengthy. We were elbowing each other, getting down there. It was no joke, but yeah, and we had to come up with a name with it. I still don't. I'm still doing it. Obviously, golf ball slam is that's a good one. That's golf ball slam is a good one. But and I just thought of that on the spot. Golf ball slam. I might take that. Mine. You know what? That that fucks, dude. Golf ball slam. And I'll tell you my other one. Mine was um what was it? Not tired, dude. Not tired because I kept having to tie my swim trunks. Kept having to tie them, dude. They kept popping off because I was fucking. This was literally going down, dude. Don't knock it. Next time you're in a pool, grab a golf ball, toss it in, and just make up rules. You'll have a blast. You'll have a blast. Ultimate dudes. Dudes rock, man. Shout out dudes. One thing I have noticed about dudes too, one thing I have noticed is we have not overcome the tap out phase, dude. Tap out is still around, and I've noticed it's definitely Afghani veterans that are wearing the tap out merch, dude. But who am I to judge, man? Who am I to judge other than me hopping in my car and judging? But we got to end the tap out, man. And you know what? I've never worn tap out before, but maybe if I toss it on, I might feel fucking jacked, dude. I might feel jacked. I might start gelling my hair up, dude. Gelling my hair up and just feeling jacked, bro. I'm feeling jacked. No neck looking ass, bro. Um, but it's been good. Speaking of tap out, I came on here and I was like, dude, McGregor's winning, bro. McGregor's fucking winning, dude. He's winning it. And yeah, he did not do that, obviously, but joke's on you guys. I was actually making sure that you guys had that implanted in your head, and then you had to put all your money on Conor McGregor, dude. And I didn't do that. I put five buckaroos, dude. Five buckaroos on Max Holloway, dude. And here we are. Here we are. We play mind games on here, right? We're playing mind games on here. That's just what we do around these parts. Okay. So I was recently going through my notes app, and I have just like random thoughts that I toss on here. And the fun part about it is 2 years later, I got to go in and try and think about what I was writing down. Some of these are good, but then this one doesn't make any sense. And I tried that. I was thinking about it. I was like, I something's got to make sense. And that Star Patrol CEO, that doesn't make any sense. That does. It's in the notes app, so that doesn't make sense. Oh, this one's good. So this one's good. We're gonna toss it back to the kids, dude. My kids are really into getting dizzy, and I just thought that was the funniest thing of all time, man. They're just spinning around. And they're just spinning around. All they care about is just getting dizzy with it. Can you believe life used to be that simple? We just turn around and just be like, yo, I'm dizzy as hell. I haven't been dizzy in a while. No, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I hit the dizzy with them. I hit the dizzy with them, man. It's fun. It's a good time. Oh, this was I don't like talking about SEX on here, man. I really don't. But I am so white. I have never backhanded the booty cheek, dude. So that's it's on the notes app, dude. I didn't. It's just on the notes app. That is a white thing to do. Oh, dude, this is actually a phenomenal thought. Um, how you know you're an unk is if the star running back during your 20s is starting to do a Skechers commercial. So right now it's like Emmett Smith, dude, Emmett Smith era. He's doing the Skechers commercial. So if you remember watching Emmett Smith, you're an unk, dude. You're an unk. He's in Skechers commercials now, my guy. Dude, he's old. Once fucking Sheck West hits the Skechers commercials, we are unks, dude. We're unks. Dude, we're just a generation of bimbos, dude. Bimbos in here. What else? What other goal do we got? Oh, this one that doesn't make any sense. Protesting dinosaurs. Let's expand words, man. They don't mean anything. People just make them up. The brain made up the word brain. Think about that, dude. Protesting dinosaurs. Why would people ever do that? And why did you know, I wrote these things for a reason, for no reason actually. And then here we are. And I'm gonna explain why people would protest dinosaurs. Mormons, for one. And dinosaurs very well could not be real, but it would actually, you know what? I'm selling myself now because the dinosaur propaganda from a little kid's perspective is insane, dude. Dinosaur propaganda is constant, and then you reach an age where you're like, you stop thinking about dinosaurs. Like I couldn't name any dinosaur other than T-Rex, until I had my son, and then I'm like, dude, Triceratops, obviously. Stegosaurus, dude, what are we going on? Raptors, obviously, that's an easy one. Pterodactyls, also an easy one. I'm chilling on that, bro. Stegosaurus, dude. Ah, fuck, I just said Stegosaurus, Triceratops. I'm thinking of the dinosaur song. But no, dinosaur propaganda is very real, dude. All the t-shirts, and my son's not into them, but I get why kids are into them because they cartoonize them and they make TV shows. Like dinosaurs are cool. Oh, bro, great question for my son today. Came up to me, I was sitting in my chair, and he was like, "Dad, do elephants eat popcorn?" I said, son, that I know the answer to, and that's no, unfortunately. Elephants don't eat popcorn. He said, I think you're wrong. Saw it in the TV show. Said, you're right. Elephants eat popcorn, dude. I can't argue that. I'm sure they do. Okay. Um yeah, I think that's all I got. I want to save some of these because these are these are good. These are oh my God, I see evaporation on here. I'm glad I didn't even read this before it. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, we fulfilled it. It's really good when you think of something and you're like, dude, I need to remember this because I need to talk about this at some point in my life. And then years down the line, you still remember it. So that's awesome. Just having a memory for my dumbass is a blessing. It's a blessing. Um, yeah, and I thought my dumbass thought the other day I came up with something so philosophic, I was aghast. I was like, dude, and all I was thinking, because I was like, dude, people are stupid, bro. People are so stupid that sometimes it's like pretty. I'm jealous of people that are stupid because they don't know about life. And then I was like, wait, no, I could definitely come up with a saying for this. And then I was like, stupidity is beautiful. And I was like, wait, no, that's I'm pretty sure the saying's ignorance is bliss, dude. Like that's a saying. I thought I came up with something great, and then it was a saying that everyone fucking says all the time. So I'm not. At the end of the day, we're all not special. We all think we're really special. That's the crazy part. Every single person thinks they're so special, and they go about their day thinking that everyone knows that they're special when they're not, dude. You're not special at all in the grand scheme of things. You're special to yourself, obviously, and obviously to your parents, but the only thing special about you is I don't know. I'm not special, so I can't finish that philosophical thought. I wish I could, but my name's Ed. That was fucked, man. That was fucked, dude. That was fucked. I'll end this last story. On my 18th birthday in high school, um, I was going to school. I was like, damn, dude, everyone's gonna wish me a happy birthday. I pulled up to school and two girls from a rival high school spray painted the entire school, and they just when I say, and I went to a pretty big school, so there was a lot of buildings, and they spray painted the entire school, dude. And it would just be like one section, it would just say bitch, and then on another one, it would just say pussy, and then it would just say F you, and then it was like there was a lot of bad ones, and then what got me was they spray painted there was a special ed bus on the front, and they spray painted. I can't remember if it was the R word or if it was retard. I can't. It was one of the two, and it was really messed up, dude. It was really messed up. Not because of what they were saying, but it was my birthday, and I walked in. I was like, "Damn, dude, no one's gonna be wishing me happy birthday, man. They're all gonna be talking." No, it was messed up, man. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Pretty sure they got arrested, and I hope they're doing well. They ruined my fucking 18th birthday, dude. What the hell, man? What the hell? But yeah, man. Hope everyone's doing terrible. Fuck you. See ya.